We in the room, but we not at that table.
So this must be the season of beef. This must be beef season because I don't know where Ashanti Sanders even came from, but I watched Sanders play. We all watched Saints play. I also grew up watching prime time play. I talking about prime time. Jerry Curl, I don't know how many chains around his neck came into the league and said, I'm gonna show you. Watch me. Okay? For the fact that he's mad and trying to compare to Dion, like my bro said on the show, he went for the top, which you should. And if you go by numbers, his numbers damn near in the defensive back does match Dion's. But let me say you this, and you can go by the film and follow all his career. Patriots, Eagles. Look at the defensive backfield. You tell me that they actually cut the field. They cut the field. Ask any teammate, especially the Falcons, who was the number one corner and why they said Dion and the rest of them. They never said. I had to study this before I did this video. They never said Tim. Uh, I just forgot his name. Tim McCarter, whatever the fuck his name. They didn't say Brian Jordan. You know, Brian Jordan was a good player because he played football and baseball. They never said that. All right. Even when he was with the Cowboys, you knew Dion, and that's it because you were surprised. None of y'all didn't know Larry Brown name until the Super Bowl. Fact. But Samuel, I said it on my podcast, bro. This conversation would not even happen if you would have caught that interception that Eli threw straight to you in the Super Bowl, and the Patriots would have been undefeated, and they would have called you the savior. And why I say that, and y'all say, no, Tom Brady would have been the savior, blah, blah. You telling me, go to that Super Bowl against the Patriots Seahawks. Who named y'all say the most, Tom Brady or Malcolm Butler? That could have been Samuels on that Super Bowl run. But I digress. Dude, you're a Hall of Famer. Patience. Trust me. You want to learn about patience? Walk to a man named Andre Reed. Patience. Walk to a man named Art Monk. Patience. Walk to a man named Chris Carter. Patience. You whining, and yes, you are whining about not being in the Hall of Fame yet. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame. I say you should be in the Hall of Fame next year. But whining on TikTok and trying to compare it to Dion, let me tell you something. You was not a shutdown corner. You was a system corner. And I can tell you right now, any Patriot fan would tell you how Bill Belichick does his defense. You was lucky to be part of that shit because Ty Law was part of that shit. Malcolm Butler, I said his name already. Even Gilmore, who came from Buffalo, who was already a great defender, got elevated even more with the Patriots and won a Super Bowl. So you got the qualifications, you got the statistics. All you need is one statistic: patience. You are a Hall of Famer, bro. In the football fans' eyes that know your work, you're a Hall of Famer. But don't go and discount Dion like y'all equals. Y'all was not equals, okay? It was thanks to Dion is why defensive backs is getting money how they getting now. It was because of Dion why we got people that get nicknames that are actual shutdown corners like a Revis Island. And that's another thing. I don't remember no receiver saying they fear you. I heard a lot of receivers say they fear Revis. I heard a lot of receivers said they fear or they up for the challenge for Dion. I never heard no one say anything about you. They just go out and get their 4 or 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 11 receptions. Cause yes, you got the interceptions, but you also got burned many times. Victor Cruz ring a bell? I know he gave you nightmares. Dez Bryant, I know he gave you nightmares. Um, yeah. Even Gerson gave you nightmares. So this bitching about not being a Hall of Fame and trying to compare yourself to Dion, you need to stop. You need to go lower. You need to stop setting the bar too high. You need to go lower. Compare yourself to Rod Woodson. Then I wouldn't even do that. Because compare yourself to maybe Mel Blunt. Mel Blunt. You should compare yourself to Mel Blunt. Dion is not in your atmosphere. As Shannon said, you're not even in the room. And you try to get into a table that you don't belong to. Just be happy that you're in consideration. Again, I respect you as a player. I know you how good you are. I know how good your son is. But you're jumping off the table with that one, bro. You coming out the bag and no sir. I tell you right now, this conversation would never happen though, and you'd quit the interception. That's a fact. That's a fact. You ain't the only one. I mean, Ronnie Harris still talking about the damn fucking helmet catch, but he ain't bitching about not being in the Hall of Fame. Learn from him.